Let's go! Let's go! Home run, let's get it.
Yes!
Get him up out World Cup home run in a 10th inning. Let's go, throw your hats up. Look what Picky got it. They double teaming Trey. Give it to Trey. Give it to DeJounte. Pass it over to Bogey. Bogey driving. Give it to Trey. Give it to Trey. Shoot the three. Bang! Let's go, man. Stop playing. He did not put Ritter in. He put Ritter.
I'm done. Oh, this mother just put Ritter in? For what? Why would you put Ritter in right now? He know his job is done.
There's nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Oh
Let's go. Go, dog. Go, dogs. Go, dogs. Sickle.
Now you gonna make me chump. Now you gonna make me chump.
We ain't gonna tiptoe around the issues.
Remember, we don't do woulda, shoulda, coulda, what up in here.
Barbecue and mildew time. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing, man? It's your boy Larry, one half of Dixon Way. My beautiful wife Shonda's the other half. And we provide you guys with live commentary, all our favorite sports teams, from the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Bulldogs, even my wife Gators, also the Atlanta Dream. It's a happy Falcon post game as the Falcons defeat the mighty Bills 24-14. Dominant performance by the Falcons, but it could be cleaned up. And we're about to talk about that today, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's go. Hey. Ooh, that was a little loud. All right, man. How y'all doing out there? Craig Johnson, how you doing, fam? Welcome back to the stream. That sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through. Let's go. All right. So, my takeaways of the game. Absolutely awesome first half of the game. We couldn't have played better, in my opinion, in the first half. The second half, we kind of stalled out, but I do like the resiliency of the team, not giving up, not falling prey to, oh Lord, here come the Bills, and getting frightened and scared. Big kudos to the entire team on that, because Atlanta is the talk of the town right now. As I'm speaking right now, Pardon Your Interruption is on, and they're talking about the Falcons right now. Are the Falcons legit? And that's a kind of question I want to ask you guys. Do you guys think the Falcons are legit, or do you think that was a happen circumstance and we're not as bad as the Carolina loss? And are we somewhere in between? That's what I want to know, because me personally, right now, I like where we're going, and it's always about stacking wins. I'm not gonna apologize for any dubs. We take all dubs. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way we played, especially on the defensive side, man. Coach Brick is coaching his butt off, and him being in that division for several years definitely paid off. I know they had a great practice. You know, sometimes we come out of, we watch the game and we were like, man, did they even prepare? Or, what's going on? Like, we look lackadaisical, blah, blah, blah. But man, shout out to Coach Brick and all the defensive coaches that had that team ready. First half, offensively, was magnificent. I think Buffalo kind of adjusted to what we were trying to do. Also, losing Jake Matthews, I don't want people to lose sight of that. Losing Jake Matthews really hurt this offense. Um, yeah, we finished off the game, but moving forward, hopefully Jake will be okay on a short week, but I'm not sure, man. Hurt ankle. Hopefully he'll be okay to go out to San Fran, but that's a long flight. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, fam. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. Guys, make sure you check out Ryan of the Birdcage, man. Excellent content. I do. You should too. Link is in the front page of our YouTube. And there's the beautiful Shonda. There's the beautiful Shonda. Obviously, we got the right personnel. We just have to be consistent. And that's a great comment by the beautiful Shonda. Always putting on for Dixon Way. Yep. Craig says, it depends on wide receiver situation. Mooney out with the hamstring. Ray inactive last minute. Word on the street is Ray was out to light up team part in the morning. Partying or whatever he was doing. But he got in early Sunday morning. That's a no-no. Most teams have curfews. Most teams can't even go home and stay home with their wives. You know what I'm saying? Game day or the day before. They stay at the hotel. No distractions. So, yeah. If he broke curfew or something like that, then, yeah, that's not good. We definitely could have used Ray too. So, Craig asked about getting another wide receiver. Well, hey, we could go knocking at the Jets. You know, Coach Ubrick got a relationship. I just saw it, man, with Wilson. We could go there, but I don't think we got the money. You know what I'm saying? To have, I mean, Drake London got to get paid soon. So yeah, and then getting another number one receiver. I don't know about that. I think guys just need to step up. How we are, we kind of cash strapped right now, to be honest. 3 Dirty, what's up, fam? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream as always. If they don't trust what we have, we can make a call for Waddle or AJ Brown. We need a real wide receiver too. I got you. Waddle would not be bad. I have to look at his contract. And how is his contract? I know Wilson just got a contract, if I'm not mistaken. If not, then he's up for one. Yeah. Wilson's still a rookie. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Him and Drake the same class. But I thought he got paid first. He said he doesn't want to leave New York. Okay. Yeah, he said that, but he also watched the coach not want to run a play before halftime and was screaming at the coach, like, what are we doing? So that could change. We had Garrett Wilson and Drake London. Man, the spoils will be that's too much. That's too much. I don't even want to dream like that. That's too much. Yeah, Wilson gonna reset the market, Yeah, he's gonna reset the market. Craig says that Waddle would be awesome. At least call about Myers. What's up, Dirty Bird? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I see y'all, man. When y'all come in, man, put that football in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, man. It's the lifeblood of all our streams. It is the lifeblood of all of our streams. All right, hold up. Oda P, what's up, Oda P? How you doing, fam? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. You know how we do. Bijan is the MVP. Okay, well, let's start talking about the elephant in the room. Yeah, Bijan's special, man. And it's funny, man. It's like everybody in national media finally looked down at Atlanta and was like, oh, and not just at their fantasy, team, because they always have Bijan for their fantasy team, but in real life, they don't pay any attention to the Atlanta players. So I saw them praising a lot of Bijan, a lot of Jeff Ulbrich, and a lot of Drake London. People say, Penix had a good game, could be better. Especially everybody talking about the pick six. They said that was the worst play call they've seen in a while. That could have ended up tying the game. So yeah, that was universally bad. What people thought about it. I said it during the stream. Like, what are we doing? It's close to 2 minutes. Why are we being cute? But yeah, Bijan Robinson. I'm gonna say Bijan because that's what Mama want people to call him. I slept a little bit and say Bijan, but I'm trying to correct myself and say Bijan. He don't care, but his statement was his mama want people to say Bijan, so I'm gonna say Bijan the best I can anyway. Yeah, that was a special night. That was a coming out party, and Bijan definitely, he's the engine. He's the straw that stirs the drink. Not the quarterback here, and that's fine. But when you have a young quarterback, you want to be able to lean on the running game. And we're not going to forget about Tyler Algier because just like shout out to Ryan, he was talking about this last night on the Birdcage LLC. The whole tune and tenor of the game changed, or really not changed, but got ratcheted up more when Algier didn't look to dive to the pylon, looked at that safety coming over and said, come here, son. 4-on shiver. Move. Get out the way. Yeah. When he did that, it was like, yeah, we here to play, man. We ain't scared of y'all. Get him, Craig. That's what we were. Get him, Craig. Let's see. Bijan is on. Actually, I heard a stat earlier today on the Pat McAfee show. Bijan, the year that who was it? The year that the total yards record was set, that person had 560 something yards over 5 games. Bijan has 800 plus yards of total offense. So he's on pace to obliterate the total yards. So yes, he's definitely an MVP candidate, but you don't win MVP being on a non-playoff team. So we got to make the playoffs to start chanting MVP. We'll do it in our chat, of course, but yeah, nationally, that at least that game puts him on the national radar. Okay, but to be an MVP, you have to be at least a top. Hell, Saquon was the best player last year, and he didn't win it. So it's so hard for a running back to win MVP. It's kind of like the MVP is turned into the Heisman for college. It's a quarterback-driven award. They might as well just, in my opinion, make a quarterback award. Like, best quarterback of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because Saquon was the best. He was the MVP last year and helped them go to the Super Bowl. So us Falcon fans are looking for that type of situation. But yeah, we got a huge luxury, guys. We got LT and Michael Turner and Bijan and Algier and Tyler. That's what we have right now. So we better take advantage of it while we have it. Because if Algier want to ever be a starter, he can't stay here. And I'm not even going to be mad or begrudge him because he's such a great talent. And being out of the 5th round to mold himself like that, man, I really feel like he's a light-skinned Michael Turner, man. Like seriously. And we are definitely blessed with that. Like Terry, I will give him that. On the offensive skill positions, he's definitely batting high. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Hold up. Let me look at some more chat. Hamster in the building. What's up, Hamster? Gibby, how y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. That sounded for you. Appreciate you guys coming through. As you come in, make sure you hit the like button. As always, please, with sugar on top. Yeah. Uh, Hampton said I was about to lose my mind. Hats off to the coaching. Dirty Bird said yeah to Coach Brick. You Brick. It's yeah. Yeah, Coach Brick coached his butt off, man. On the first drive, we were sitting back in that soft zone and wasn't sitting really in the heat. And Josh Allen carved us up. They went right down the field, answered really quick. I was like, oh, this is going to be a shootout. Okay. But then he started bringing the heat from all different directions. The one play that really stuck out to me was the corner blitz when he sent A.J. Terrell. And A.J. Terrell flushed him left, and then he tried to, shovel pass it over there to the wide open guy, but didn't put enough on it. And it was a fourth, they got him off the field, or off third down. So, yeah, it was that was a masterclass right there. Like, Jeff Uber was in his bag for real. He was cooking. Like, that's why I was like, Jeff Uber cooking.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook now. Let him
Let's
cook.
Go.
I said let him cook.
So Uber is definitely a bright spot of the game. When you really look at it, he had, and I have to give Terry some credit too, because you can't do that without having the guys to be able to do it. I felt like James Pierce Jr. and Jalen Walker, while they didn't have a sack per se, I think he got a shared sack on that last one with all of them. I know James Pierce Jr. was flushing people in 2 sacks, and Jalen Walker was holding the edge. Like, he had one time when he missed that tackle, and I called it out in the game. But for the majority of the game, man, he was setting the edge. Like, they weren't getting around the corner. That's why they started running up the middle. Because they were trying to run on Jalen Carter's side, and he was stuffing it. They were trying to go wide. It was like, nope. That edge was set. So yeah, shout out to them guys, man. Even James Pierce Jr. was setting the edge better. That's been the only kind of like thing that I've seen like with James Pierce Jr. He definitely be hunting the quarterback. That's his job. But setting the edge on a run was like the only little slight critique I would have on James Pierce Jr. And that's just slight, to be honest. That's really just nitpicking, just a nitpick. For 2 rookies, I think they're playing excellent. Yeah, I know a lot of people want to see a whole bunch of sack totals, but when you got young guys, normally you don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Normally, you don't see like just crazy sack numbers for rookies, to be honest. So if they do the little things well while on their way, make it to the quarterback, I'm good with that. I need my veterans to fill out and be, those dogs that can get them. Dirty Birds fan for life. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. This sounded for you. Appreciate you coming through. DJ, what's up, DJ? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I see you, fam. Appreciate you guys coming through. Make sure you hit that like button. Yes, sir. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We appreciate it. Trying to grow this thing. We're 7 subscribers away from 25K, guys. We are 7 subscribers away from 25K. I cannot believe it. We really appreciate you guys being a part of Dixon Way on this journey. Me and the beautiful Shonda. So we want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, helping us grow. Let's keep this thing going, man. Love seeing Penix slinging the ball downfield versus the Bill. Yeah. Uh, again, man, it was a tale of two halves for Michael. But I love that he came to the podium and said, nah, that was nowhere near my best game, man. I can get better and I have to be better. You know what I'm saying? He said that, hey, yes, I did see that, when I go back and look at it, yeah, I was staring down and, I got to be better, go through my progressions. And he said, I can't wait until we hit our stride and we have a full game, He said, we really haven't had 4 quarters worth of good offense yet. So I can't wait for that to click. And we're going to keep working to get it there. So I love that from our young quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got that leader quality in him. And you definitely need that in your quarterback, man. You can't have them doing crazy stuff. They got to be even keeled and a guy that people want to run through a wall for. You know what I'm saying? While Bijan leads by example, and he encourages his teammates. And we got a lot of people like that. We're trying to build a culture, like a Falcons culture. I can tell that with this young core. I see what Terry trying to cook with. So yeah, I'm gonna give Terry a let him cook too.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
So yeah, I see what Terry's trying to build. It took a while for him to get over to the defensive side. But yeah, I see what Terry's doing, and I definitely think that Terry has assembled a roster that's playoff worthy. I've always said that our rise or our fall will depend on our coaching staff and how we use this personnel. There should not be any reason that we can't compete with anyone when we play a complete game. All right. And we still didn't play a complete game, but we beat the second best team. Well, at least right now, the second best team in the AFC, or actually the best team in the AFC until they lost to us. The best team in the AFC were the Bills when they came in here. We were underdog at home. So that tells you right there. And everybody outside of Greeny and like one or two other people picked the Bills. Like no contest, fait accompli. It is what it is. On to the next game. This easy. Cause I think a lot of people got an impression, and Falcon fans were worried too, because how badly we lost to the Panthers. But I think the Falcons versus Panther game is their Super Bowl. They look at us like rivals, and we don't really look at them like rivals, more so like little brothers. So that kind of stigma is just like they want to get over that. I mean, we really not rivals with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just been winning the division. We only got one rival, and that's the Saints. You know what I'm saying? We can say we're divisional. This is how I put it. We're divisional foes, but we're not rivals. You know what I'm saying? Divisional foes, but not rivals. And that's not disrespectful. That's just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't despise the Carolina Panthers. I don't despise the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I despise the Saints. So, yeah, that's the difference. Demetrius Jeffrey says the Panther game was a wake-up call for us. The thing was, to get this thing back on track. Yeah, son. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go in there, please. Thank you. And Bijan be so truthful. He be spilling the beans, man. If you guys remember, Bijan was like, yeah, after they won the Washington game, he was like, yeah, I feel like we, came in there and took Carolina lightly, and they whooped us, you know. And that was the quiet thing said out loud, you know. That was a quiet thing said out loud. So uh, that allowed the Atlanta coaching staff to coach them hard and allowed these players to focus. So hopefully, you know how we always say, teachable lessons, coachable moments. Hopefully we can learn from this, use this as fuel to get better over the season. Well, hopefully that Panther game was a catalyst for us to play up to our potential. Hopefully. Hopefully. What's going on, Chris? How you doing, man? Guys, make sure you check out my boy, A1 Forever Sports, Hawks Digest on Smitty Sports Machine. You know, he everywhere. Fox 5 Chris. Y'all already know, man. He's a part of the real media. You know what I'm saying? We just pretend to be. What up, Chris? Appreciate you coming through, fam. Yep, but now to the Niners. Oh, yeah. Definitely. All right, so I got the stats up here. We really didn't go over it per se. And I saw a lot of Falcon fans like disagreeing about if Michael Penix had a good game, did he not have a good game, this, that, and the third. Okay, first of all, in the first half, he only missed 2 passes. Okay, I really think that things kind of changed when Jake Matthews went out, aka Lone Beard. He's a senior guy on that offensive line, and things kind of changed. But we did just enough to win the game. And again, man, every time I look at like a highlight show or something like that, Bijan is the first thing on there, man. So Falcon fans, you want your praise, you want your team to get props, they're getting all the props today. We got to follow that up with the 49ers too, who also is hurt, who's also scrapping to try to, make their way for playoff position. But we know they will be excellently coached. They got Robert Saleh back for the defense coordinator. We all know that Kyle Shanahan is a brilliant offensive coordinator, but we got to beat them. I feel like if we beat Dan Quinn and beat Kyle Shanahan, we on our way for special things, guys. That's just how I feel. That's putting away 2 demons of the past. Like, for real. Oh, no, the 49ers as a whole aren't healthy. The 49ers as a whole are not healthy. And I wonder if their quarterback's coming back is going to be healthy. Like, we got a chance to go and win that game. And not just because someone's hurt, because we're gaining momentum, We're gaining momentum. And we're finding our identity. Our identity is number 7. You know what I'm saying? Number 7, number 25, and how they go is how we're going to go. You know what I'm saying? Michael Penix do have the ability to carry us, but with a young quarterback, you want to have that dominant run game. And Bijan and Algier gives us that. Not even apologies, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people think Detroit got the best running back tandem. I beg to differ. I think the only difference is that they use Montgomery more than we use Algier. I think talent-wise, I think we're better. Okay. And I would have a good debate with my cousin. He from Detroit. But we ain't talked about it yet. But those are the 2 best running back tandems by far, Demetrius, let me see what you said. He said, Penix played decent game. he was throwing dots. I would like to see him go through more of his progressions. Yes. And not force some of those throws instead. Run more and throw the ball away. All right. That's my thing. In the second half, the Bills keyed in that he was keying in on Drake London a lot. There was about 3 passes that could have been picked off. One pass that would have been a pick six. But the safety dropped it. Thank the Matrix. Because that would have tied the game up. First of all, I don't even blame Michael Penix for that. Because that play call should have never been entered into the game. He should have never said that. Like, that was the most egregious what the heck moment.
You big dummy.
That was a Fred Sanford moment right there. We're closing in on the 2-minute mark. Bijan Robinson is closing in on 200 yards rushing. Already had 250 plus all-purpose yards. The ball should never go in the air again.
Run the dang ball. Run the dang ball.
Nah, he wouldn't have been fired. He wouldn't have been fired at all. They would have just said Michael Penix should have threw it away. He wouldn't have been fired. But yeah, that play call, that wouldn't even enter my mind. You got Bijan with 180, 181, why am I guessing it's right here? 170 yards on the ground. Algier 32, most of it came on that touchdown run when he ran over a man. That 21-yard touchdown run at the beginning of the game. Guys, and you know, I'm gonna be honest. I know we weren't hitting on all cylinders. And Michael Penix said it so, in the post-game interview. When this team hits all cylinders, it's gonna be Madden. It's gonna be us on Madden in rookie mode versus defenses. That's what it's gonna be. When we hit our stride. You never know what your team is gonna be year by year. You never know what your team is gonna do year by year. You know what I'm saying? Every season is encapsulated in its own. Only one that's really like dynasty worthy are the Chiefs and the Eagles in the past 10 years. Those are the two dynasties, the Chiefs and the Eagles. So when I look at it, when you can go up and beat a team, you beat the Washington Commanders. I know it was without Jaden Daniels. I understand that. But you beat two teams that were in their prospective conference finals, championship games. That's a stepping stone, man. Back-to-back against conference finalists. That's a stepping stone. And everyone to a man thinks that Josh Allen is the premier. Okay, good job, Larry. Everybody to a man thinks that Josh Allen is the premier quarterback in all the NFL. Now, they are injured, wide receiver-wise. Mr. Kincaid really hurt. I'm not going to poo-poo that. But guess what? Nobody cares about your injuries, bro. Nobody cares about ours. No Ray. Ray was out for other things. A healthy scratch. Hopefully they don't cut him, but you never know. Strong discipline. Bijan got the same thing. Bijan had to learn that lesson too down in Tampa. So yeah, his rookie year. Was it a rookie or second year? One of them games. Bijan was out and he came in late. So, they had to get him. But yeah, that's really huge since Darnell Mooney can't get right on the injury side. It's a special connection between Ray McCloud and Michael Penix. So him being a healthy scratch is eye-opening. But I think it was just a punishment. I think he'll be back for the 49ers game. It's 3 weeks into the trade deadline, guys. The trade deadline is coming up real quick. People want wide receiver. I get that. What are you willing to give up? We don't have a first rounder to go get Garrett Wilson. We did that on James Pierce Jr. So what do you think they're going to ask for to get him? Waddle. What would they ask for to get Waddle? No, I do not. And I repeat, I do not want Calvin Ridley back here at all. Don't put it in the chat. I don't want him. What's up, Takeoff? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. That sounded for you. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, man. All right. So, with Michael Penix, man, I think he has the same thing that all young quarterbacks do. Their best receiver, they want to get the ball to him. They stare him down, and eventually, teams pick up on that. But Drake had a great game. That touchdown was magnificent, man. He's getting held and had the mindset to say, okay, let me reach this across. And when they try to swipe at it, let me bring it back. So, yeah, that was actually magnificent play by Drake London. It really was. Also, man, shout out to all the wide receivers blocking, man, because the offensive line balled out and the wide receivers. Tight end, I saw some excellent blocks by Kyle Pitts. And even though Kyle Pitts is not getting the ball a lot, he is thankful because he knows he is at least being seen. Like, Penix is looking for him. It's always Drake or him. So it's not like he's not looking at him, especially with Mooney and Ray out. He's looking for Pitts. And Pitts recognized that. And the blocking is a result of him being engaged. I think that's kind of the key to keeping Kyle Pitts engaged. Let him see some touches or some attempts thrown his way. Let him know, like, okay, we see you, big dude. We see you. You just ain't Charlie Warner out there blocking all day. So, yeah. Dexter Bash in the building. What up, fam? I see you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. Dexter Bash say they really should make Pitts the second option and develop these young guys like Washington and Nash. Okay. Washington came down. He had a good blocking game, but didn't catch any balls. He actually Pitts was a second receiver. Well, actually, no, Bijan was a second receiver. Bijan do it. Look, I saw Shady McCoy this morning said that Bijan is the most complete back in the league. Period. Then they showed that block. Did y'all see that block that Bijan got on that corner blitz? But he didn't block the corner. He blocked the defensive lineman and sat him down. It was a pancake. It was a freaking pancake. You got like a 290 defensive lineman, and Bajan laid him out. Sit down. He did this right here. Go sit down. Actually gonna make it our sack sounder, but it's been so long since we've attacked and had a pass rush like this. And it's not just one person. It's actually a real pass rush by committee. You know how we talked about that and how, you know, our coaches and our team used to deflect about how little sacks we got? Oh, we pressure the quarterback by committee. You know, pressuring the quarterback is just as good as sacks. Pressuring the quarterback is nothing without, you know, also getting a sack. Because you're not really bothering the quarterback if all you're doing is pressuring. He steps up in the pocket and takes off a run or completes a pass by climbing the pocket. Your pressure didn't mean anything. He made a diamond instead of the pipe bursting. I want the pressure that busts pipes versus other teams' quarterbacks, not making them a diamond. You feel me? So I really don't pay attention to pressures unless we also get sacks. Then the pressures become him seeing goats. And case in point, several times since we were getting to Josh Allen, he was seeing goats. We got 4 sacks. We was bringing it for all sides. Jeff Ulbrich was in his bag.
Let him cook.
He was in his bag.
Let him cook now. Let him cook.
Got a walk. Cooking it up. Cook it up. Cook it up. AJ was a blanket. Whoever AJ was covering was a blanket. Yeah, AJ was very good. And also, yeah, D. Alford stepped up, got some cookies. And the way he played it too, he undercut it perfect, caught it with both hands and rolled. It was an awesome interception. So yeah. And you know, Josh Allen blamed the game on him. He was like 2/3 of the team played well. It's just I didn't hold up my end. So yeah. We flustered him. He was slamming his helmet on the sideline. I have not seen a Falcon defense make quarterbacks that frustrated in a long time, guys. I mean, a very long time. So yeah. I've never seen like a legit MVP candidate. Well, he was an MVP last year, but always an MVP candidate in Josh Allen. Never seen us frustrate a guy like that. I mean, outside of the couple of times when the Falcons beat the Saints with Drew Brees, but most of the time, even when we beat the Saints, Drew Brees will have a good game. So it's few and far between you see a MVP Hall of Fame caliber quarterback and the Falcons fluster them, frustrate them with our defense. Yeah. Jay Black, what up, fam? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. I see you. That sounded for you. Craig said, no Calvin Ridley. No way. Yeah, nah. We ain't going back down that road. I was thinking like defensively wise, we don't have one like stud. You know, we don't have a Micah Parsons. That has not materialized yet. Okay. Not saying we don't have one. It just hasn't materialized yet. I will say, man, that swat down, bat up, whatever you want to say, the ball knocked out of the air by Zach Harrison. Zach Harrison has been putting a good season together, man. Shout out to Malone with the interception. But Zach Harrison has been wreaking havoc. Shout out to Rook Row. Rook was balling up there, man. So yeah, man, they started sending K. Ellis. Good job by Coach Brick, sending Ellis. I mean, the only sore spot really was Mike Hughes, to be honest, on defense, as they constantly was trying to pick on him. But even then, late in the game, he got back there and had a great pass breakup. They looked like it was offensive pass interference, actually, because the offensive player jumped on the back of his head. He has a right to go for the ball also. So either way, they'll allow that for the offensive player, not the defensive player. You know what I'm saying? The defensive player jump up over the offensive player head trying to get the ball, there'll be defensive pass interference all day. But since the offensive player was going for it, it's acceptable for them to, jump on somebody back and try to get the ball and moss them. But the defender can't do that. So, again, that's a little double standard. I don't know if people ever recognize or realize during the football game. And that's throughout all football. That's all the way through high school. Yeah, the 49ers, that's a good point, Jay Black. The 49ers linebackers are hurt. Kyle Pitts definitely have an advantage, and we need to take advantage of it. Everybody, also, I'm going to stop complaining about the pistol, because that's what we run. It's obviously the most comfortable thing to run with Michael Penix, and that's why we got the offense designed like that. I don't think Zach Robinson is going to come out and say Michael Penix can't play on the center. It's just he's comfortable playing in the shotgun at all times. So that's what we run. Now, it does put stress on our offensive line to be perfect. Offensive line got to be perfect when you always running in the shotgun, because there's no different variations. You're not changing the eye level, you know what I'm saying, of the defense. They know where Michael Penix is going to be. They know where. Now, they did put Bijan in motion sometimes, fake the handoff or hand it off, do a toss a couple of times, or, fake the toss, play action. I think that definitely was the most play action we've ran, even if it's out of the shotgun. So I do like that, keeping it off balance. I do like that. So I'll give Zach Robinson some props on that. For sure. Yeah, Michael Pistol Penix, basically. Yeah. Instead of Pistol Pete, Pistol Penix. And as long as we block it up, man, that's fine. The only thing about it is, guys, on a jailbreak, when the defense blows up your play and they get in there and stop you for a loss, that's the only thing that you cannot refute. I don't care what they say. When you line up in normal, like under the center, and you hand it off, your running back is 5, maybe 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. When you're lining up in the pistol, your running back is lined up 8 yards down the field. He got to run 10 yards just to pick up 2 yards. And if they blow it up, you're losing 5 yards. You're losing 4 to 5 yards minimum. But when you're under center, you don't lose any yards. It's just, all right, second down to 10. Not second down to 14. Or second down to 15. That's the difference. But yeah, when we block it up, it does give Bijan more angles to cut back. And I don't think every running back can do that. Case in point, you can see the difference near the end. They're trying to run the stretch for Algier, and Buffalo was on it. They knew we was going to try to run the ball. So, I mean, you got to get those guys, tip of the cap. They get paid to play football too. So, and they make adjustments. They have coaches too. So, yeah. But overall, man, that was a great game for the Atlanta Falcons, beating 2 playoff teams last year. 2 teams that qualified for their respective championship games in each conference. Now, before the game, shout out to Magnificent Magic Man. He pointed out this game isn't a must-win because it wasn't a conference game. And while that definitely was true, I feel like you only got a certain amount of home games, and those home games are finite, and you got to win your home games. Hell, the Berlin game is our home game, guys. So we got to win that game. Also, shout out to Rising Rhino, man. Me and him going to do a dual cast doing that game because he's a Colts fan. And the Colts is probably the biggest surprise in the NFL this season. Now, they are the best team in the AFC. Yes. The Indianapolis Colts are the best team in the AFC now since the Bills lost. And Danny Dimes is having a resurgence. So, yeah, all the discourse about Michael Penix not having a good game, I'm not with that at all. I think he had an excellent game. Was it perfect? No. But for really a first-year guy, because he only played 4 games last season. So, really, this is his first season. And for a rookie quarterback that isn't playing like Danny Dimes. Look how bad Danny Dimes was in New York. Now look how good he is when he get a better coaching staff with the Colts. There's no wide receiver better than Malik Neighbors on the Colts. Not one. But it just didn't work. Whatever it was system-wise or confident-wise or, the media in New York is a beast. It could be a myriad of things. Big cities swallow you up if you can't handle it. You're in Indiana, laid back, no pressure. You come in there, beat out the incumbent. And yeah. And you got a great running back. So, yeah. All right. Dirty Bird fan for life says Divine Diablo is playing so well. Did you see when he put his hands up to block that pass? Yeah. When he tapped the ball, yeah. Diablo has definitely been a blessing, a great pickup. I do wish we had a way to keep Nate Lehman because Nate Lehman has 17 tackles. He's going to be defensive player again 2 out of 5 weeks or 2 out of 6 weeks, technically. And we got to face that. Now, the good thing is we know the tendencies of Nate Lehman. We know he can't cover it out in space. So my thing is, we definitely need to get him and Bijan in space. We see how that went in training camp. He cannot cover Bijan. Well, really no one can in the open field. Yeah, go get it. So, yeah, that's definitely a matchup we need to exploit. We know his weaknesses and his coverage in space. So, yeah, I feel really good about this game coming up, guys. I really do. Facts over personality. What's up, fam? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. I see you. And none of my coworkers want to talk to me about football since it's Monday night. Oh, so you got you got co-workers that like to rag on the Falcons. I got you. But I ain't got nothing to say when we win. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. That's all right, man. It was a great day to be a Falcon fan today, man. As the sports world were talking about us. And not Good job, son. They were talking about us and not talking about the Bills. Okay. They were talking about us and not the Bills. All right. They were saying what we did to them, not what they didn't do. Okay. And I think that's the best thing I liked about what the media was talking about this today on Tuesday. The narrative was what the Falcons did, and wow, this is an exciting team. And also, how did they lose to the Panthers 30-0? It's a mystery to all of us. But yeah, of course, they did ask the question, are the Bills a real contender, or is it just injuries? It was half and half. Half and half on that part. Most reasonable people would like, hey, the injuries, they're going to get healthier. Can they survive? Or they're going to try to get, a wide receiver in trade deadline. So, yeah. Talking about Keon Coleman, got to step up. They drafted him to be that guy. So, yeah. You work with a 49ers fan. Oh, this gonna be a fun week for you, Faxo Personality. It's gonna be a fun week for you. Fun week. They have the Niners winning. Really? Okay. That's good, man. Let us be underdogs. I don't need people getting on the bandwagon, man. I don't need no national people, man. Dan Orlowski was just all over. Like, they love. I listened to the replay on because we do the commentary on this channel. So I listened to the replay on NFL Network, and yeah, man, they love some Bijan, man. They love some Bijan. They love all our offense, and then the defense. Nobody can put their finger on who's this, that, and the third on the defense, but they all like what they see, and they say this, and like guess what? The Falcons are number one in total defense in NFL. I'll repeat, the Falcons are. I'm just like, the Falcons are number one. Here's the stat, guys. The Falcons are number one in total defense and number 2 in offense, guys. I repeat, even at the 30-0 shellacking we took from the Panthers, the Atlanta Falcons are number 1 in total defense and number 2 in total offense after 6 weeks. Niners are a 3-point favorite. Well, I mean, most teams are 3-point favorites. So that's kind of a pick 'em, to be honest. That's kind of a pick 'em. Now, if the Falcons were favored on the road, then that means that, or if it was like, if it was a pick 'em, then that means that Vegas favored the Falcons. I think Vegas want to see the Falcons do it 3 times in a row against quality playoff caliber teams. Dirty Bird fan says, do you think you should move K. Nellis to the edge when Troy comes back? I think K. Ellis definitely need to go to edge, but I don't think Troy Anderson. K. Ellis is already playing on the edge. Divine Diablo is a middle linebacker in a dime situation. I think I really don't have any faith in Troy Anderson playing. He's horrible in space. against the run and the pass. I think he's a liability. To me, it's been like we don't have a liability out there. You know, I play more Malone. He already got a pick. No. He got to first prove to me that he's gonna play well on special teams and then work his way up. That's been a no-burger for me, man, with Troy Anderson. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to the young man, but I don't even think about Troy Anderson with decisions and stuff like that on his team. And unfortunately, it's going to get like that with Trice because it's going to be the second year he really ain't played. No team, look, man, it's really rare to see teams do a Kobe Buffkin and keep a guy around so long when they haven't played. You know, there's an old adage saying your best ability is your availability. I know it's harsh, but there's only a certain amount of roster spots. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to need production out of those. Now, the good thing is most likely Kirk is gone. We'll get relief from that, and we'll be able to add more players due to his money off the books. But, yeah, that money off the books, in my opinion, is going towards trade. It really ain't money coming off the books. Because if Drake had the season like it looked like it's lining up to, he's going to be in line for top wide receiver money. I will hope we could get him at 25, but he's going to be asking for 35, 30 to 35. And if you franchise him, you're going to be paying him top 10 money. You're going to be paying him top 10 money. Marianne, what's going on, fam? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. That sounded for you. Huh? PS4 box. What were you doing downstairs, son? You pulling out box? Go in there with your mama. Go, mama, please. Maxo Personality said Troy Anderson is only good on Madden because he had a 91 speed. Facts. Because he ran the fastest time for linebackers in the combine. That's why he got that speed. But you got to be able to know how to navigate through the traffic. And that's one thing he has not mastered yet or even learned yet. Why did they wait so long to get rid of Kirk? What do you mean, Marion? Kirk gone? Hold up. Hold up. I'm sitting here talking. Did they trade Kirk Cousins? I don't see anything. Oh, no. What I'm saying is, they're not going to trade him. They're just going to release him. Like, they can cancel his contract next year for minimum damage. I think it'd be like 5 to 10 million towards the cap. They're not trading him. I wish they would. They said teams are called for him, but the Falcons have not come down on their price. To be honest, guys, I'm going to keep it a buck. No team is going to take his contract. So, if you can't find that, I mean, me personally, I would trade him for a 4th or 5th round pick and keep it moving. The money's already paid. But if you can't get anyone to eat his salary, then It kind of is what it is. Kind of is what it is, man. Again, I don't think about Kirk Cousins. There's two things I don't think about. I don't think about Kirk Cousins. I don't think about Troy Anderson. I really don't think about Troy Anderson. But I definitely don't think about Kirk Cousins anymore. I don't. He's a backup quarterback. I'm going to worry about that when that money come off the books. This year, the team is a team. Yes, Michael Parsons would be a Falcon right now if we didn't have Kirk Cousins. I totally understand that because we would have had the cap. We would have had the cap space to go get him. And not destroy our team either. So, yeah. But there's neither here or there. And I'm glad that we're going to have the cap flexibility moving into the future to round out this team. Because you never know when your window open, but when your window open, you better step through it. You better step through it. Ask the Braves. The Braves stepped through it one year. And via injuries and stuff like that, the window closed. Now, it ain't shut. It ain't glued or nailed shut. But it's closed right now. You know what I'm saying? You can open it back up depending on injuries or lack thereof. But yeah, you never know when your window pop up, man. So you better take advantage when you get it. I'm 51 right now, man. A lot of people say let go with Kyle Shanahan and Dan Quinn. Never. Because they may have cost me an opportunity to enjoy a championship, a Super Bowl championship. I don't want to be the 100. Well, yes, I do. Actually, I do want to be the 102-year-old man fan that goes to the game when we finally win one. But I would prefer to be able to really enjoy it. God willing, I would love to be that person. At least reach that mark. But cause that's a blessing. But yeah, I like where we're heading. We're not a complete team, guys. There's a lot of things to clean up. All roads lead to Bijan and Algier. How they go is how the season gonna go. You don't have to put all that stress on your young quarterback when you got horses like that in your stable. You don't. As long as we properly game plan and execute. Let's see. Get some more comments. Craig said Kyle Shanahan cost us the Super Bowl. Facts. He did. Nobody can tell me different. Nobody can tell me different. Definitely 100%. That's why I'm big on this big on talking about the windows and this, that, and the third, and you don't know when your window will open or close. Theoretically, you want to win when your quarterback is cheap. That way you can build all the necessary pieces around him while he is cheap. Because once he gets his money, that's when things start getting funny. Bars. Look at San Francisco. They've had to make so many decisions on personnel. You think they didn't want Deebo Samuel to retire as a 49er? Of course they did. But they could not pay him after playing Brock Purdy. So right now, in my opinion, The clock just turned. If we keep playing the way we are, man, the clock just turned on. Because you got to play Drake, you got to play Bijan, then you got to play Michael Penix. More reason why Michael Penix should have started the first year. You only got a certain amount of time. 1 year is gone. You got 4 more years. 4 more years to try to get us one championship. Of course, we want to build a consistent dynasty, and that's what we're trying to build, a consistency and a Falcon way, as you would say. But this young nucleus is where you're going to do it. We can't mess this up. What Craig said, Tyler and Bijan will get better season. Yeah, I read that now. I can see us getting a wild card spot. Well, that's the thing, man. Tampa Bay is playing so great. And to be honest, they look like the best team in football right now. And it ain't always pretty, but when you keep eking out wins and when you know that you leaving too much time on the clock, Baker Mayfield is probably leading the media right now as the MVP. If the Falcons keep winning, then it could be down to Bijan and Baker Mayfield. Now, we know the MVP award is a quarterback award. But if he sets the all-time total yards record, he'll definitely have a chance, especially if we come back and win this division and be a top 3 seed. I think he'll have an excellent chance. You said Penix was great with 2 minutes left in the game. Yeah, Penix, man, even Michael Penix said it himself, like, he got to be better in the second half. He said, yeah, I'm just looking, we ain't hit our stride yet. I'm just looking forward to, putting together a complete 4 quarters. All right, guys. So let's look forward to the San Francisco game. I think we've covered this Falcon game to the T. Let's look forward to this San Francisco game. Actually, I want to go over the schedule. All right, so we are 3-2 now, guys. We had a chance to win the first game against Tampa Bay. We beat Minnesota in Minnesota. We had that horrible loss to the Carolina Panthers. Their Super Bowl, basically. The funny thing is Carolina got 3 wins, too, so this division ain't that bad. Outside of the Aints, who everyone's happy they're losing, this is a pretty good division. As of right now. All right, so look at the schedule, man. We beat the Washington Commanders and beat the Buffalo Bills, 2 teams that qualified for the championship game in their respective conferences. Next up, San Francisco 49ers. Sunday Night Football on NBC. Another primetime game, guys. Back-to-back games that the nation will be watching. Atlanta Falcons football. If Bijan is really going to be an MVP candidate, have not back-to-back games like that, because that's a career day. You're rarely going to get that. Well, really, he had back-to-back career days, so I don't want to say that. He might be starting to hit his stride. That can't be normal, guys. Guys, if that's the new normal, we don't even know what we have in Bijan. But right now, Bijan is the best running back in the league. Coach Raheem calling the best player in the league. I'll say this. If Bijan come out and have like 180 all-purpose yards in San Francisco and we win in dominant fashion on the road, yeah, they'll start. They're legit. The top 2 MVPs will be in the NFC South. So we got San Francisco, man. San Francisco on the road for the Falcons. That's been a house of horrors throughout history. But damn that history. We need to go out and build momentum and stack these dubs. I ain't worried about the national media, just for the team confidence. Because we meet Tampa Bay back at We 15. And these some good teams we're going to play against. We got San Francisco, 49ers, then Miami, and I super stress Miami at the crib. We do not need to overlook Miami. Do not need to overlook Miami like we did the Panthers. Because we were looking ahead to the Washington Commanders. If anything that Panther game taught us is never underestimate your opponent. Never. All right. I really don't do score predictions, man. Especially since I commentate. It's kind of like, how the commentators on a national TV show say, I won't, they won't even give a prediction of who's going to win. So I kind of follow that. Even though I am biased, I'll just say I think the Falcons going to win, for the most part. It's kind of how I look at it. I thought it was going to be a one-score game, and it was last night. I feel like the same thing in San Francisco on the road. I feel like we put the NFC on notice. And put the Bucs on notice like, hey, we ain't going nowhere. We still here. After San Francisco, we play Miami. We cannot sleep on Miami. And then we play the New England Patriots, who are tied with the Buffalo Bills for the number 1 spot in the AFC East. Or AFC North, excuse me. No, it's the East, my bad. Yeah, in the East. So, in New England. So that's not going to be an easy game, what we once thought. And then we got to go to Berlin to face the biggest story or the biggest surprise in all the NFL with the Indianapolis Colts, who are the best team in the AFC right now. Then we face Carolina. We got to get our lick back. Carolina November 16th. Then we play the Aints. We go down to New Orleans, and play the Aints the first time of the season. Week 12. Then we go to the Jets. So that's back-to-back road games. Then we play Seattle, who's much improved also. Sam Darnold chunking that ball. Showing it wasn't a fluke last year. Like, he's finally starting to hit his stride. And that's why I want Falcon fans to be cautious about being so critical about Michael Penix. And when you look at Danny Dimes, you look at Sam Darnold, you look at Baker Mayfield. All of those players had rocky starts with the team they initially started with. now all playing at a Pro Bowl level. So you got to give these guys time to maturate and grow. And again, Michael Penix ain't even played a full season yet. Slow down. Slow down. What's up, Monte Carlo? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Mary. Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. Let's go. So yeah. New Orleans, then the Jets, Seattle, then at Tampa Bay, and Arizona. Got the Rams coming in. That could be a playoff preview, and then the Saints the last game. So guys, we got everything in front of us. Everything is right in front of us. Oh yeah, that Tampa Bay game is going to be a Thursday night game. By the way, so you play Seattle at home December the 7th, and December the 11th, it's a short week. On Thursday night, you play Tampa Bay. And then that's like your second bye, basically. That's like your second bye. Then you travel out because you're going to have, extended weekend. Then you go to Arizona. So, any bumps and bruises you want to get, hopefully heal up on. But yeah, everything's right in front of you, man. You just got to take care of business. You just got to take care of business. You got to win the rest of your home games. Anybody come to your house, you got to beat them. We are 2-1 this season at home. We are 2-1 at home. The Niners are injured, Dirty Bird, but hey, a win is a win is a dub. I ain't apologizing for no dubs. So yeah, ain't nobody gonna cry us a river about our injuries too. We got our bookend offensive linemen that are out. Caleb McGarry was out doing preseason. Now Jake Matthews got an ankle injury, so hopefully he returns. Oh yeah. Travis McNutt, how you doing, fam? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Doing great, man. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, we was about to get up out of here, actually. But yeah, appreciate you coming through. We appreciate all you guys coming through. San Francisco on Sunday on a short week. I doubt the Falcons practice today. But they got to get on it. Because not only is it a short week, you have to go across to San Francisco. So if it was a short weekend at home, that's better. But it's a short week and travel week. Yeah, that's different. I don't know if we're going to go over to the West Coast early or not. But yeah, should be interesting, man. We got to beat Kyle Shanahan. We can beat Dan Quinn and Kyle Shanahan the same season. I think this is going to be real special, guys. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming through, man. What's up, Raheem? We about to get up out of here, but appreciate you coming through, fam. You guys have a blessed rest of your day and the week. We'll be back. We will not be streaming the last preseason game for the Hawks because we'll be going. We'll be in attendance. So the Dixon Way taking a little trip down there to go see the Atlanta Hawks on Thursday, last preseason game. I doubt the starters play. We got a double dub last night. Hawks won, Falcons won, so it was a good night in Atlanta sports. Yeah, that was a good win. I saw the highlights, so that's a good win. Houston with the jumper at the end of the game, and then good defensive possession by the Hawks to preserve the win. in overtime. So yeah. Yeah, all the Georgia teams won this past week. So yeah. It was just a dub weekend. Yes, sir. Yeah, so hopefully we can keep that rolling. Yeah, we'll be at the game. Probably get there early, see if we can get some autographs or something. All we got is football autographs now, so see if we can get some autograph for one of the Hawks players. Doubt I get Trey, but see if get JJ or something like that. All right, guys, we're up out of here, man. Rise up, Dirty Birds. Appreciate it. Everyone coming in. DJ, Monte Carlo, Mary, Travis, Raheem, Marion, Facts Over Fiction, Craig. Shout out to Ryan of the Birdcage LLC. Shout out to Chris Tip, A1 Forever Sports, aka Fox Sports. Chris, J Black, Gibby. Oh yeah, I said Dirty Bird and Takeoff. I think that was everybody that's came in. Yep. All right, man, we up out of this thing, man. Hamster too, my bad. I almost missed Hamster and Oda P. Yep, Hamster and Oda P. Shout out to all of y'all, man. We were 7 away from 25K. We were 7 subs away from 25K. So we want to thank all of you guys, you know what I'm saying, for being a part of Dixon Way. We really appreciate it, man. We 2 away. All right, so we 2 subs away from reaching 25K, man. This has been an amazing run right now, man. We trying to keep it growing and keep it going. Keep it growing and keep it going. Or keep it going and keep it growing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for being a part of Dixon Way as we grow this thing 1 sub and 1 follower at a time, man. All right. We up out of this thing, man. Peace up, A-Town down. Deuces.